Well, hello, dear viewer. Have you ever wandered through your workspace thinking that the next possible step that you may take in your career may be the last step that you do in your company? Well, have no fear, because WWE is here to remedy that situation. Here in WWE, under the new TKO administration, we can let you go at the drop of a hat, and heck, we might even cut your pay by 50% because our board members so need the profits. Oh, they need the profits by, up to, 300%. Oh, they need it so much. But you'll do it because we are the biggest game in town. Look at all the merchandising opportunity that you have through all of our advertisers. WWE under the TKO banner. All ads and all the anguish. A lot of it is said in jest, but, there is a fair bit of truth. There's a fair bit of truth in that. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Daniel Strong from QuickTime Reactions, and just a few weeks after Adamania, or I should say, WrestleMania 42, we are back at it once again with another premium live event from WWE. This time, it is Backlash from Tampa, Florida. I'm pretty much doing this, recording it on Wednesday, because I'm going to have the safest bet in the world that they're not going to add another match on this card, because it's 5 matches, and that is typically all the matches that have happened under Triple H pay-per-view card. So, without further ado, these are my predictions for WWE Backlash 2026. Starting things off, we have, in my opinion, the most interesting match on the card. And that is themiz and Kitwilson taking on Danhausen and a mystery partner. Now, I'm going to be giving 2 predictions in this. Obviously, the mystery partner and who wins the match. As for who the mystery partner is, there is the obvious answer, and then there is the not so obvious answer. But I'm going to give you my not so obvious answer first. What I would like for them to do is pair up, with Danhausen's catchphrase, and no, it is not "you are cursed," but "very nice, very evil." And we have the very nice Danhausen, so we need to counteract it with something very evil. Now, this individual has already been signed to the roster, and he's just recently made a couple of appearances in NXT, and he has now been given a new name. The cool choice that, I would like for them to do is to have the recently debuted Evil, now going under the name Naraku in NXT, to be the mystery partner. Because, in my opinion, you had AJ, Carl Anderson, and Luke Gallows debut on the main roster and not debut in NXT first. So, maybe do the same thing for Evil as well. Like, I understand learning how to work the WWE style, but at the same time, it's like, have a cool moment. Maybe. But the most logical answer is probably going to be one CM Punk. It's probably going to be CM Punk. Because I think it's been said in the past that CM Punk loves Danhausen. And so it'll make logical sense. It would make some sense. Two big baby faces teaming up against two mid-card heels, and I have the baby faces winning. Danhausen and his mystery partner, whoever that turns out to be, I'm thinking it will be most likely CM Punk. They will win the match. Moving along, we have a rematch from WrestleMania. It is Trickwilliams putting up his U.S. Championship against the former champion, Samizayn. Now, Sami has gone full-on heel in this rivalry. He has taken out Trickwilliams' gingerbread man. Rest in peace to the gingerbread man. And, I don't know why we need to incorporate a gingerbread man into this, where, WWE releases superstars like, the Wyatt Six and Aleister Black, wrestlers that are creepy but still cool. This is weird and not cool. Why have a gingerbread man with Trickwilliams? I don't understand. But I'm assuming that this is going to be a really good match. They had a good match at WrestleMania, but I am hoping that they have some more time to tell a very cool story and actually, have a match. But in the end, though, I do see Mr. Trickwilliams retaining his U.S. Championship against Samizayn. Next up, we have Iyosky versus Asuka. So this was purportedly a match that might have been on WrestleMania, but it was axed off because, well, they had to show all those ads. They needed to have room for all the ads. But then, of course, the big thing that has kind of impacted the build-up to this match is Kairi Sane being released. And she was a very integral part to this story. So there's another big question that, is kind of its own mini prediction. Will Kairi Sane show up for this match? For just a one-night only deal to finish off this story, and then she's gone from the company. From the stuff that I've heard, there's a roughly 50% chance that she may show up. But if you want my opinion, I don't think she will show up. Do I think we want Kairi chance during the match? Potentially. It is a PLE crowd. So, there is the potential for that. But I think Chance and Kairi showing up, besides the point, I think this is going to be a really good match between the two of them. Again, if they are given the time to actually have a match, because, what we saw at WrestleMania is not giving me the highest of confidence that we're going to have, 15-minute matches all throughout the card. I don't think that that's going to happen. But hopefully they have the time to be able to tell a really cool story. But in the end, I think I have Io winning this matchup. With or without the Kairi Sane stuff, I think Io is probably going to win this matchup. From one grudge match to the other, Seth Rollins versus Bronbreakker. Now, again, this was a match that we were supposed to have at WrestleMania, following Rollins' shoulder injury, him getting kicked out of the division, Breakker having to go away for hernia surgery, Seth then coming back, Braun potentially being able to make it back for WrestleMania. That was put to the side. Seth has his match with Gunther. Braun shows up during that match at WrestleMania and costs Rollins the match, and now we have the match right here. I think they will probably end up stretching this. Stretching it how far, I don't know. If you want my opinion, and I'm thinking in the way that, WWE, or at least Triple H, how I think he's going to book this. Because if I was thinking, the way that WWE is thinking, I'd release more talent and, cut the payroll a bit more. But that's besides the point. If I was thinking in the way that they were going to be booking this, I would think that they would probably extend this feud out till SummerSlam. Now, that's a bit of I don't want to say a risk, but it's bold, because I would think the much, I wouldn't say simpler way to do it, but to have Breakker win this match here, Seth then win the next one at either Saturday night's main event or Night of Champions, which is going to be in June. And then building to the match at SummerSlam, with it being like a stip match, like either, I would say probably Hell in a Cell, in my opinion. And if you want, again, my 2 cents about it, I think Breakker should win the rivalry. And there you have another main event guy. But I don't know about that. So we'll just have to wait and see. But that's what I'm thinking that they're probably going to do with this rivalry, is they're going to extend it to SummerSlam. So in terms of this match, again, I think this is going to be a really good match, depending on if they get time. See, this is tough, because you want the babyface to win in this instance, but I'm thinking that they're going to extend this rivalry at least till SummerSlam. So in my head, and what I'm going to be going with for my prediction, is Bronbreakker is going to win this match. Whether that be because of vision interference or whatever, I think that Bronbreakker is going to walk away with the W in this instance. Which then brings us to the main event for the World Heavyweight Championship. Roman Reigns, Jacob Fatu. A new match in the Bloodline saga. This one I have absolutely no worries about, it getting time. Because, well, let's just think about it. Roman's entrance is going to be 8 minutes long anyway, with him coming out. But I think these two are going to be, it's going to be a really good match in the ring, in my opinion. Like, two guys that have had subtle interactions since Jacob came into the company. And two guys where, power is their strength, but Jacob has a bit of the speed under him. So I think I have this circled as probably my match of the night. And I think this is going to be a really good one. In terms of who I think is going to win it, as much as I would love for them to pull the trigger and say, you know what, we're going to run with it, Jacob Fatu is going to win, I don't see that happening. I just don't. Roman just got the belt, and he says he's going to be there full time, even though there was a bit of a clerical error where it showed that Roman had been pulled from June dates, even though purportedly that's not the case. So if Roman's going to be here for at least, I would say, maybe until September, because I would assume by September he would be going off to promote Street Fighter, which will be coming out in October. So I'm going to say, because, again, he said he's going to be here full time, and plus also his reign just started, that Roman is going to be walking away still World Heavyweight Champion. And there you have it, folks. Those are my predictions for WWE Backlash 2026. Of course, expect to look out for a review for the show after I get done watching it. This weekend is actually a pretty busy weekend for me. I'm actually going to be heading up to a convention, and of course going to be doing all sorts of movie reviews and all the stuff. So yeah, pretty busy weekend for me, but be sure to look forward to that review probably late Saturday into early Sunday for Backlash. But until then, guys, be safe out there, and I will catch you guys next time.